The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Thomas loses Douglas in Paris. Returns without son. Thomas has always been a reckless man, and no matter how much we want it, he'll never really be changed. Sure, he may no longer want to make Hope's life a complete tragedy, but he still is the same man who abused his son, a young kid emotionally, just because he couldn't get a woman. That being said, what if Thomas returns to LA shortly but without Douglas? Maybe he gets to the terminal, and when he's about to get to the plane, he notices Douglas is gone. So the staff member helped him look for Douglas for a while and asked him to return because he could have taken a normal flight back home by mistake. Or maybe one night Thomas decides to drink one too many, and when he wakes up the next day, Douglas isn't there. He panics but doesn't tell anyone, and shockingly, Douglas calls for the pilot of FC and goes back home on his own. Douglas lost. I mean, come and picture this. Thomas is in Paris, doing his thing when he's supposed to return to LA with his son Douglas. But guess what? Douglas is nowhere to be found. Now Thomas is freaking out because his little boy has vanished into thin air. Now how did this happen? Maybe Thomas had one too many drinks one night and woke up to find Douglas missing. Or perhaps, in a moment of distraction at the airport, Douglas wanders off, leaving Thomas in a state of utter bewilderment. Instead of immediately alerting the authorities or his family, Thomas decides to keep it under wraps. Because that's how Thomas is. Meanwhile, Douglas, being the resourceful kid he is, manages to find his way onto a flight back home all by himself. Or after seeing his dad constantly just get drunk and not move from the hotel room, he just decided to call for the FC pilot one night stand return. After Hope finds Douglas, she calls Thomas and asks him where Douglas is, and he lies and says that he's sleeping. So what will happen next? Will Douglas really be lost in a foreign land, or will he find his way back as Thomas digs his own grave? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.
Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to check some of our other videos. And we hope to see you again in the next video.